Welcome children to the lecture number 4 of chapter number 9. In previous lecture we had seen about the wildlife, the solutions and how to maintain wildlife. At the same time we also seen about the various projects that government have undertaken to protect the wildlife. In that we had seen about the tiger project and the elephant project. Today we are going to continue with that project and we are going to see the third project into that list, and that is Rhino project. This project is started for the protection of one-horned rhino. Okay, one-horned rhino of India. Now, as you know, okay, there are mainly two kinds of rhinos. One is one-horned rhino, second is two-horned rhino. Two-horned rhino is found into Africa. It is found into Africa. Okay, while one-horned rhino is found into India. In India, most of the rhinos are found in Assam and they are found mainly into Assam state. This you need to remember. Mainly rhinos are found into Assam state. These are also found in less number in Sundarbans of West Bengal. See, they are found into West Bengal, mainly into Sundarbans, that are one of the largest mangrove forest in the world, and they are found, but they are found in very less numbers. Mainly they are found into Assam. According to the strategy of Rhino Vision 2020, so this is one of the vision, Rhino Vision 20, an increase in the number of rhino is targeted to 3,000. It is said that by 2020, okay, the increase in the number of rhinos should be at least reach at least 3,000. That should reach at least 3,000. Okay, so this project is also a very important project that is started by the government, and this project was started in 2005. This project was started in, you need to remember, this project was started in 2005. So the main target of government was to see that the population of rhinos reach 3,000 by 2020. One on Indian rhinos. It is seen in marshy regions. See, they are mainly seen to marshy region. Marshy means wet regions. Such regions where you will find lot of humidity, lot of wetlands and such kind of things, and they are near to the rivers. And Sundarbans. It is hunted for preparation of medicines for its horns. See, they are why they are hunted mainly for the horns. It is herbivore animal. See. Due to the attempts of its protection, the number have increased a lot, and as per 2017, there are 29 rhinos in the Manas sanctuary. Okay. Next is the crocodile project. The crocodile project was started in 1975 with the help of UN. This species of crocodile, okay, this species of alligator which is found in fresh water, right? They are, see, this photo tells us about crocodile and alligators. Now crocodile and alligators are two different species of the same thing. Okay, usually alligators are smaller in comparison to crocodiles. At the same time, alligators are usually found into fresh waters, while crocodile can be found into bigger rivers and salt waters too. This species of alligators, which is found in fresh waters, are on the verge of extinction. So alligators were on the verge of extinction in 1970. Due to this, the government started a project in 1975, and the main idea behind this project was to see that the population of alligators and crocodile increase. Okay, and due to that, there were special farms set up where the crocodiles and alligators were breeded, and they were also see the controlled population increase was also seen for them. Next is the vulture project. Vulture, we know, okay, in Gujarati we call it geet. We call it geet. Vulture is cleanness worker of nature. Okay, they are also known as scavengers. It eats meat of dead animals. They eat dead animals, carcass of dead animals, and that's why they are known as the cleaner birds of in the nature. And carnivores. There are 9 subspecies of vultures in India. How many species? 9 subspecies are there. Due to the unusual decrease in number, this project was started in 2005. The vulture project was started in 2004. Sorry. Snow leopard project. This project, which is found, this species which is found at an altitude of about 3000 meters in Himalaya, lives in snow only. See, they are special kind of cats. Okay, they belong to the cat family, but they live into Himalayas and they are found at an altitude of 3000 meters. This project was started in 2000 with the purpose of increasing the knowledge about snow leopards. Why it was started? To increase, a lot of people don't know about it, and that's why, to make people aware about it, at the same time to conserve this species, this particular project was started to among the local people, so that people know aware about it. Besides it, other projects are also optional operational, including Kashmiri Hungul project, Red Panda, we had already seen about it, Manipur Tamil project for the special deers found in Manipur, okay, and the Ganga Dolphin project on the Ganga River, Brahmaputra, etc. So these all projects are mainly concentrated for the protection of species into India which are on the verge of the extinction. Now we are going to see about sanctuary, national park and biodiversity. Now you have heard this word many a times, okay, Gir sanctuary, right? We have the national park, bioreserve, all those things you might have heard, and it looks similar. But what is the difference between them? What is the difference between them that we are going to see into this particular part of the lecture? Okay. So sanctuaries, national parks and bioreserves. Sanctuaries, national parks and bioreserves. Sanctuaries, national park and bioreserve are established for protection of wildlife. So all these three are mainly established for the protection of wildlife. All these three words sound like synonym, but they are different. See, they sound like synonym, but they are very different. They are not same. Okay, they sound similar, but they are not same. First, we are going to see about a sanctuary. See, let us see point. Again, this can be asked as an LQ. At the same time, individually sanctuary, national park, and bioreserve can be asked as smaller questions too. Human activities are permitted with certain limits. The first point of sanctuary is that human activity is permitted with certain limits. Okay, humans are allowed into it, but there are certain limitations, like you cannot live into a sanctuary at night, and there are certain other limitations too. Domesticated animals can be allowed to graze after due permission from the authority. See, okay, grazing of domesticated animals is also allowed, but permissions are needed for it. Third, wildlife sanctuary is established for purpose of some species. See, why it is established? For the protection of some species. The sanctuary can established by government after certain procedure. Okay, it is usually established by the state government after completing certain procedures related to it. Periyar, Chandraprabhu, Utturnagam, etc. are famous sanctuaries of India. Periyar is situated in Kerala. Periyar sanctuary is situated into Kerala, and mainly it is near the Western Ghats. Mainly it is near the Western Ghats. You can see here. Okay, you can see here Periyar, right? Chandraprabha, it is in Uttar Pradesh. Chandraprabha is in Uttar Pradesh, while Iturnagam is in Telangana. Iturnagam, you can see it is in Telangana. So these are some of the main sanctuaries. You can see this into this map. Blue color dots are all the sanctuaries in India. There are other also, but these are some of the main ones. Now let us see about national parks. National parks, okay, now they are also protected area. Okay, it seems like sanctuary, they are also protected. Say, compared to sanctuaries, these are more protected zone. They are more protected zone. At the same time, they are larger in comparison to sanctuaries. More than one ecosystem include here. See, not only one species, but more than one species are included in it here. Third, there is a complete ban on animal grazing. See, there is a complete ban. While we saw in sanctuaries that animal grazing can be allowed after a due permission, but here there is a complete ban on it. It is not centered around one species as in sanctuaries. See, not only one species but more than one species are included in it. It is established through the coordination of state and central governments. So state and central government both are included in the establishment of the national park. Kaziranga, which is situated in Assam, is one of the largest national parks. Corbett into Uttarakhand, then Vidhyadhish in Gujarat near Bhavnagar. Marine National Park, the one and the only Marine National Park, okay, is near Jamnagar. Is near Jamnagar. Gir again in Gujarat. Dachigam in Jammu and Kashmir. So these are some of the important national parks of India. Now we are going to see about bioreserve zones. See, they are bioreserve zones. From the name only we can understand that these are certain zones or these are certain forests that are reserved mainly for the protection of the animals. See, it is formed according to international norms. See, they are formed according to the international norms. The purpose is to protect the physical cultural diversity of any region. Main purpose is to physical and cultural. At the same time, the animals too. Beside the vegetation, insect and land of that area, the lifestyle of the people living there is also protected. See, not only the vegetation, insect and land, but the lifestyle of people are also protected under the bioreserve zones. Special arrangements are created for research and training purpose. See, this is very important. There are special treatments, special facilities for research and training into this bioreserve. As I told you, the vegetation, insect and land and the lifestyle of people is also taken into consideration. So there are facilities for research and training into this particular areas too. In Sun's Proclaim area, all external human movements are totally restricted. Totally, see, movements are not allowed into such areas. The average area of zone is larger than 5,000 square kilometers. See, the average area is larger than 5,000 square kilometers. Okay, Nilgiri, right? Nilgiri, Gulf of Mannar, Great Nicobar, Sundarbans, Panchmadi, which is in MP, are considered to be important bioreserves of the nation. See, these all are considered very important. The Run of Kutch of Gujarat was declared bioreserve zone in 2008. The Run of Kutch is declared as bioreserve in 2000 for the protection of special environment condition. The condition, special environment condition of Kutch is also very important and it was protected. See, now this needs to be remembered. This is a very important table. In India, right now there are 18 bioprotected zones, 103 national parks and 531 sanctuaries, while in Gujarat, 1 bioprotected zone, 4 national parks and 23 sanctuaries. This can be asked as match the pair, blanks or even in questions. Development process is inevitable. See, development cannot be stopped. Okay, is inevitable, right? Which is completely necessary. But along with it, necessary that we can keep in mind is ill effects of the entire life system while planning. See, development also has a ill effect on the animals. Whenever one species is completely destroyed or is in danger, the result of distribution of food chain are far-fetching. As I told you already in the starting of the lecture, that all things, whether trees, animals, everything are connected, and once one of the species destroyed, it destroys the chain. In food chain way, every insect has a specific role. See, every insect has a specific role. If a life is lost, the entire structure experiences disturbance. See, not only that particular animal, but the whole chain is disturbed. If one species is removed, the nature system breaks down in long run. So we need to take care about each and every animal that we are seeing around us. This effect reach man very late, hence we are not aware about it. So this is very important. It reaches men, but it takes a long time, and that's why we are very careless and we don't uh, think about it too much. Those environmental dangers which are following are the result of carelessness development before decades. See, right now what we are facing, extreme heat, rain, and all other things that we are facing right now is due to the carelessness development before decades, before 50 to 60 years, whatever have been destroyed. Those effects are right now seen by us. If we have planned development, there will not be any problems. If we plan the development, then the problem will be lesser. Yes, problems will be there, but it will be lesser. Friendly approach with environment is need of the present day. Okay, and sustainable development is the need of the day. You can say sustainable development is the need of the day. See, things to know. Okay, Hinatro. This animal lives in the arid and semi-arid areas. So it is like a cat, but lives in semi-arid areas, having alkaline forest and grasslands into salty areas, desert or semi-desert. It lives in greater and smaller run of Kutch of Gujarat, Bani, and in Narayan Sarovar sanctuaries. Also lives found can be in Bani and Narayan Sarovar. It can be identified as it's slightly taller than the fox, has fleshy round mouth and high ears. See, the ears are very high. That is the main identity of Hentaro. It hunts small birds and animals. Extinction can be found. Its existence can be found by the footprints. Okay, by the footprints you can see about it. Next is dungans. Dungans. This is an aquatic animal. Okay, it is seen in very small numbers along the west sea coast of India. They are found into very small numbers. Beside, it is also found in sea coast of East Africa, East Southeast Asia, sea coast and northern coast of Australia. Seagrass and vegetation are the main food. See, they are okay, seagrass and vegetation. So you can say they are herbivores. But occasionally it also eats aquatic animals. Sometimes they also eat aquatic animals. It is widely hunted for meat and fat. Earlier, these dungeons were found frequently along coast of Gujarat. Say previously they were found near Gujarat a lot, but now due to hunting and due to the pollution into the sea and nearby areas, they are not found now, especially along the sea coast of Saurashtra. But today it is rarely seen along the coast of Gujarat. So right now they are not found near coast of Gujarat due to some of the reasons. And there are many animals, birds, and insects which are not found and are almost extinct due to the ruthless and haphazard activities of men, and due to the development which is done at the cost of the animals. So with this we complete our chapter number 9. Read the chapter and watch the video if you have any doubts into